Okay. I'm not even going to wait for y'all to come in because I'm honestly agitated that I have to do this right now. But I'm sitting in the tub and I was meditating and I was picking up messages that aren't mine. And Spirit was like, you know who you need to talk to. And it's like someone feels like vulnerability is an invasion of privacy. Because even though y'all can't see anything, what the fuck are y'all doing trying to. Why are y'all being communicated to through by spirit through your guides right now and I'm in the damn tub? So someone feels like some sort of communication is an invasion of privacy, but they're feeling guided to say something. But there's someone who needs to know this. This is why Spirit was like, get on now before you forget what's being said because it's not fully applicable to you. Some of you have been or will be or are being disillusioned. Um, I hope none of y'all get on here. I hope this is going to be a replay. But some of y'all are being disillusioned to the fact that you have toxic parents. If you do click on here, yes, I'm in the goddamn tub. I had to get the message out apparently. So some of y'all are being disillusioned to who your parents are. In truth, I don't have a microphone or nothing. So if you hear me in the tub, it's because I'm in the tub. But someone needs to hear this. Your parents are toxic, one or both of them. And you before could not see how that has affected your life, not just romantically, but in general. Parents with bad spending habits, parents with bad hygiene, both emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Parents who idealize their children. Those are the gold star parents. Those are the parents who say, oh, you're perfect. If only you would just do this one more thing. And they just keep raising the bar on you. You have those sort of parents, and those sort of parents are very dangerous to your livelihood because they teach you scarcity. They teach you lack. They teach you people pleasing. They teach you abuse. They teach you manipulation. And a lot of you are waking up to that fact that you don't have the perfect mommy. You didn't have the perfect daddy. And it's disheartening and it hurts and it's crazy. And you want to lock yourself in the room because you just feel like you've been lied to your whole life. Let me tell you something. Your parents are human beings too. I'm not saying that to excuse anything. Trust me, I've been hurt by my own parents. I'm saying that so that you can empower yourself and move on in your life. You're still here with breath in your body, which means you still have things to do. And you cannot allow what happened to them and what they did to you dictate what you do to other people and what you do for yourself for the rest of your waking life. I know I'm speaking fast. It's because that's how the messages are coming through. Things are speeding up. You're jumping timelines. You're meant to be doing wonderful things right now, and you're stuck because you can't move past the actions of someone where the situation was out of your control. You were a child. You cannot allow the things that were done to you to continue to hinder what's being done for you. That was a word. You cannot keep allowing the things that were done to you to keeping you from and delaying you from what's coming in for you. Yes, your parents fucked up. Absolutely, 100%. And you need to learn the lessons. You need to see the toxicity. You need to understand what the point was. Some of y'all, especially men, you have mothers who idealize you as their husband. Whether or not your father was in the picture or not, somewhere down the line there was some emotional incest. If that hurts you, click off. That's what it is. Look it up. Some of you were involved in emotional incest. You had parents who were abandoned by their parents and their partners in some sort of way, so they clung to you in codependency. They made you responsible for their emotions and their well being. They had addictions that they made you keep up with. They had a lack of money that they made you make up for. And it fucked you up. And it hurts. I get it. But waking up to it is the scariest part. You're going to need to really lean into who you are supposed to be. You're embodying your highest self to say, how has this stopped me from living my best life? How has this stopped me from being my best me? Because at the end of the day, that's pretty much what you're here to do. We all have a different highest good. That's why I always tell you guys, I'm wishing you well in accordance with your highest good. That's not the same for everyone. There are serial killers on this earth. So let's not pretend that there's not a balance of all of these dualities, good and bad, dark and light. What pieces of yourself are you still giving away to your trauma? Goodness, thank you, Spirit. What pieces of yourself do you keep investing into your trauma? Because clearly, you're not getting a return on your investment. It's not paying off. You're not making any profit by believing that you're insignificant because somehow, some way, your parents made you feel like they matter more than you do. And they brought you into this place. So I get it. It's disheartening and it's absolutely frustrating. Damn near depressing. But at some point, if you want to embrace livelihood at all, it's going to require you to wake up and stay woke. Don't realize who your parents are one day and then the next day you're like, oh, but that's my dad. Oh, but that's my mom. And you start acting like Will Ferrell and Elf. Like, no, that's not what healing looks like. You're not excusing anything. You absolutely need to confront the issue. You absolutely need to be assertive with who you are and how you feel. You're a grown-ass person if I'm talking to you. So you're a grown-ass person getting to know your parent as a person, and that is very necessary for healing. Because if you have parents anything like mine, you probably got hit with the you're being disrespectful every time you express yourself. I know I'm speaking to somebody right now. It's very debilitating. So somewhere along the line, you were just like, okay, this is how it's supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be first on, on my list, let alone anyone else's list. I'm here to serve. Sure, we're all here to serve some way, somehow. But if you're not taking care of yourself while you do so and loving yourself, then how does that work out? Yo, I'm at work. Oh, hey, Sketchy. I didn't look at my phone this whole time because I don't want to be on here. And I know what some of y'all are thinking because that was what I thought. And I really wanted to disobey. I really did. I'm like, Spirit, I'm not getting on live and I'm in the goddamn tub. I plan to get on live later. So I'm like, why are we doing this? But this is like a timely message. I don't know if some of y'all have like plans with your parents today. Today is Indigenous Peoples Day. And don't people get that off? Well, not you, Sketchy. No shade. But I don't know. Maybe some of you have plans upcoming or something like that. And you're at a standstill and you're uncomfortable because you know the truth of your parent, but you still love them. Don't you know that two things can be true at the same time? Don't you know that you can have reverence for your parents for what they did do and be completely heartbroken by them for what they didn't? It is okay. Those things are not mutually exclusive. But with the truth comes boundaries. And so maybe the narcissistic mother doesn't need to be in contact with you every day. Maybe the sociopathic father doesn't need to be all up in your space and in your plans. I don't know. I'm just... That was sarcasm. Keep these people at a distance to protect your livelihood, your peace, and your overall, your well-being, your health. People talk about keeping your peace like it's some sort of aesthetic. It's literally your livelihood. If you listen to the Micah podcast, it's in my bio if you're interested. If you listen to my Micah podcast, it's literally saying what I'm saying. You really have to lock in and call your power back. It's fully necessary, I promise. And it's not fun, but it needs to be done. Bars. Y'all commenting? I can't see you. You can see me. Like done. Thank you for liking the live, y'all. I know you can't see me. You're not supposed to. Clearly, I'm in the tub. What do y'all think this is? You better hop on OnlyFans. or on Twitter, because these days it's in everybody's comments. But yeah, I am from India. A lot of y'all are from India. I love that for y'all. Thanks for tapping into the US to commune with me. But yeah, your parents, it's not that they mean you overall harm, but they can still be harmful. You're over here trying to venture out into a new life, into a new beginning, and somehow they're trying to stand in your way. It doesn't even have to be conscious. A lot of people get used by the so called enemy, the adversary, the devil, spirits, demons. It's just energy. You're going to be challenged and tested when you're embodying a new energy. It's like your parents buying you new shoes and they're like, all right, let me see you walking them. And then like, all right, run down the aisle and let me. They're like, hold on, let me squeeze your toe. Like, where's your toe at? You have to be tested before, before something comes in. What is all that green? So funny. I'm being dead ass. So you'll be tested, and as you're trying to embody who you're becoming, and because you have to start walking in it. You're not just talking in it when it comes to a brand new life, which came out in our live streams yesterday. You're gonna need to act like it. Boss up. Boss up over your life. Yes, they were the boss of you before. You are grown, and there's going to be levels of dependency depending on who you are. Money ties, inheritances, asset ties, things that kind of tie you to your parents, especially those heartstrings. But you definitely have to create boundaries so that you can thrive, okay? Congratulations for 166 subscribers. I know, right? Thank you. Horror stories creator. That's what's up. I'm a writer too. I like that. That's cool. And you said you're from India? That's what's up. Thank you for the congratulations. I woke up and I have like 25 more, and I'm just like, oh, gratitude. Seriously, welcome. I put on the community tab, everyone, if you're watching, how to enter into my birthday raffle, because my birthday is on the 15th. If you feel guided to tip me for these words of wisdom or just to send me a gift, my tip links are in my bio as well. Go ahead and go subscribe and turn on your notification bell, because you never know, I might be popping up on live in the goddamn tub. AI horror stories? Oof. Oof. Like Megan and that movie with Megan Fox in it. Isn't it funny that they had a movie about a robot called Megan, and then they had Megan Fox play another one? Does anybody else peep the synchronicities in Hollywood like that? Anyways, love your parents, but love yourself more, okay? I don't want to talk to y'all while I'm in the tub. I'm going to be real. Spirit said somebody needs to hear that like now, so I'm going to let the live upload and then make it public for who it's meant for. I do hope this helps. I'm always wishing everyone well in accordance with their highest good. Until next time, in divine time. Yes, I love dance. See y'all. Peace.